But hey, this next story, I think I really need this. I don't know about you.
Tell me about it.
But burnout, anxiety, and fatigue are often seen as a modern day stress. But what if they're actually signs of something deeper?
So transformational healer Ofer joins us now to explain how shamanic energy works and can clear hidden energetic blocks and help you restore balance, vitality, and inner peace. So Ofer, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. It's great to be with you.
So how can we restore that balance, especially after dealing with so much politically, the world, I mean, work life? It's hard.
Yeah, we always feel that burnout or feeling depleted is coming from the outside. It's coming from what's happening on the global stage or the national stage or something that is done to us and we have no way to run from it. Very simply, energetically, what it means is we are giving out more than we receive in. That's the equation of depletion. Now, of course, there are deeper layers to this, but energetically, it has everything to do with how we manage our own energy. And when we feel, for example, that we just can't stop, that we gotta give, or we got to protect because we're not safe, we go into this situation where we give what we don't have anymore. And in fact, we're even tying our self-worth, our self-value to giving. And so we go into a place where I can't stop. I can't stop because if I stop, then maybe I feel guilty. Or if I let outside stuff that is happening just go by without me feeling into it, I feel perhaps shame that I'm not involved, or I feel like I'm not doing my part in active resisting, where in fact I have in me everything that I need. And sometimes what will really help me is actually putting myself into, I don't have to do anything. I can surrender to whatever is going on, because whatever is going on is energies pushing on me. And as a result, I'm outputting energy and I'm getting depleted.
Very interesting.
So taking a deep breath and just relaxing into, I actually don't have to do anything. My worth is not tied to this. My safety even is not tied to this. This is a beginning of self-help.
So how do boundaries play into feeling burnt out as well? Like personal boundaries?
That's a great question, because boundaries are big. Energetically, what boundary might look to you is you have layers of energy around you. I call them auric layers, but in each one there is something like a you can imagine a line that goes around you, or a wall that goes around you, or a filter. And this filter allows things to come in, but not everything. If the boundaries are cracked, if the energetic boundaries have holes in them because of traumas, or because we didn't sleep enough. I mean, it can be as simple as that, and sleep is a huge thing. If you don't sleep, your boundaries starting to collapse, even if you don't feel it, you don't know it, because the whole energetic structure is tied to your health.
Yeah, right.
And so boundaries, if we let them just be, we are fine. But if we fight to keep our boundaries, we sometimes actually help destabilize our boundaries. And so the best thing to do about boundaries is just know that your auric layers, your boundaries, are already there. These are electromagnetic fields around you. They're already there. If you know that they're going to filter out what you don't need right now to absorb into your body, and you can still register everything that is happening out there. You can understand what happens in politics, but that doesn't mean you need to absorb it into your field. You just let the charge go and be neutral energetically, not in terms of opinions. We all have opinions, but don't pull it in. Don't say, I just can't help it, and I'm bringing all this suffering and all this struggle that is happening into me because I need to feel it through my body. The truth is, you don't have to feel it through your body to know exactly what's going on there.
Yeah, that's right. And tell us a little bit about some of the classes you offer and how this kind of healing, the shamanic energy healing, will help somebody who's maybe struggling with this.
Yeah, I have a class that starts October 6th, and it is called Awakening the Alchemical Flame. It helps you identify this flame. Everybody has this flame inside. It keeps you energized. It helps you get rid of beliefs that don't help you. For example, what we just discussed, where your worth is tied to your ability to stop or do something, when in fact it is what comes from your ancestral line, what comes from previous lives, comes from the environment pressure on you, all this stuff. So I'm teaching you how to handle, and I see the light on me. I'm helping you to remove unnecessary beliefs, limiting beliefs, to release trauma that comes from either ancestral lines, from your past lives. And we're going to do something that is also magical, just moving between different times, different spaces, to see yourself from different points of view, even from what I call the divine view, how the divine sees you, to remember that you're actually not broken, and therefore you don't need fixing, you're whole. So there's a lot of detail in the class. It's a 7-week class, but it's available on my site, alchemicalflame.com, alchemicalflame.com. I also give every other week free 30-minute guided activation and meditation about different topics like what we just discussed, burnout.
So, Ofer, I do have one final question. I know you were talking about a lot of how to rebuild ourselves, how to, heal from some of those past traumas. But do you believe in certain things like Mercury retrograde, and how does that affect us, moving forward if we're trying to do the right thing, and then you have some negative energy that is entering into our system?
While I don't focus as much as I hear others, I certainly feel it sometimes in my body. Okay, when people are mentioning what happens out there in the skies, I can feel like I couldn't fall asleep, or I just felt wired all day, stuff like that. That is related. The answer that I have for everything external is, the truth is, everything is happening to us. Something external happens, all it serves is being a trigger to bring something in us that was already there. If it's not already there, you won't be reacting as you do.
Yeah, that
and
makes
so
sense.
the important thing is to work on what's already inside, and that's what I teach.
Oh, I need this.
I know, right? I want to talk to
really
you
need
forever.
this. Yeah, no, thank you so much. It's so interesting. And limiting beliefs, as you touched on, so many people have limiting beliefs. So this breaking those barriers and things like that would be amazing. I think a lot of people could benefit.
Absolutely, and setting those boundaries. So thank you
Yeah.
so much for being
Thank
here
you.
and explaining, and
Thank
definitely
you.
we will have to check you out online. We appreciate it.
Have a good one. Thank you so much.